Wiedemer on this market turmoil to follow up what Nicole pointed out. Now, Bob, you've been looking at this and saying that maybe the Federal Reserve stands back on these so-called guaranteed rate hikes to come. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's true. I think the Federal Reserve will pull back on that. And people are waiting for the Fed to do something. I think you saw today with Mario Draghi on the ECB talking about more QE in March on the European side. At some point, I think the Fed will say that for us as well.
Well, you know, interesting you mentioned that, too, because that lifted the markets, which is weird in and of itself because they were grasping at straws here. And that one is essentially government help to just keep the markets afloat and do whatever the government can to support these laissez-faire guys who supposedly don't like that. But now it's sort of like getting used to being weaned there. You don't like it when it's taken away, right?
No, not at all. And I think they are worried the Fed doesn't have our back right now, and that's the big problem. You mentioned volatility, and today we had a big upturn, but what's really been scary about the year so far is how few rallies we've had.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of one of the first. Yesterday we had a rally, but only from being down 500 back up to 250 on the Dow. So it's been a scary year, and I think people are worried that the Fed's not there to support them, and I don't think oil is going to stay up at 30. I think oil is going to go down and trend down, at least for the next couple of months.
You know, but does it bother you that even in the downdrafts, people, they're relatively sanguine about it? Like I was calling yesterday an orderly panic, and maybe that's good just to keep your nerves right. But the sense of capitulation, or like we've had it, we're done, we're flying out the exits, I don't see that. And a lot of people, far smarter than I, wait to see that before they judge whether a rally is about to ensue.
No, Neil, I think you got a good point. It has been very quiet. I haven't seen the panic you might see before. But on the other hand, it's something that kind of deserves it. I mean, let's face it, this has been a huge decline to open up the year.
And we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. That's wacky.
We're not seeing that panic. And that's interesting. It's almost like people kind of don't want to talk about it. Sometimes it's things that people don't want to talk about that are the most important.
Yeah. Bob Wiedemer, thanks. Always good. Let's take a look at these.